welcome back. We're going to be talking to the guy from America. He's a Nigerian who is dual citizenship, I guess, and is an enlisted service member of the American or the United States Army. Now, the unique thing about him is that he's not just a serviceman, he's also a singer. So he's going to tell us how he's doing all of this together, because we just felt like you're in the military. Why don't you face your military work? What is this about singing? And it's going to be a very less talk, more performance kind of conversation. He's joining us right here in our Lagos studio. His name, Malachi Uche.
Yes.
But your stage name is Son of Uche.
Uche. Yes.
So some people think Uche. So walk us through that. Welcome to China.
Welcome home.
Thank you.
I know you're on holidays here.
I know. Like celebrating my family and my dad especially. I lost him a couple of years ago, so I came back to do his remembrance and final rites. And going back to my Uche and Uche, I tried so many times to correct people. My name is Uche, not Uche, but it didn't work. So I decided, like, my name is whatever you call me. So if you call me Uche, I take it. If you call me Uche, I take it. So yes, that's how I got the name. And I've asked several times, how did we get this name? Both my mom and dad, they couldn't tell me anything different. That's what they grew up to.
Okay, so for further clarity, for those watching you, your Uche is not from the southeastern part of the country, but from the...
It's from Cross River.
Okay, which part of Cross River?
I was Alifokba. That's in around the Ogoja area. Yala local government.
Yeah, I'm very familiar.
Right.
There.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. So before we get to your personal, let's piggyback from what we're discussing with our guest.
Awesome.
You're in the U.S. Army.
Correct.
The elections have been. Did you vote?
As a civil right obligation for all American citizens, and it was a pleasure to do what I had to do to contribute to the success of the election.
Okay, I didn't ask you who you voted for.
Right. And
it's private.
Right.
It's totally private.
Right. For what it's worth, I have to put it out there, and whatever I say right now, it's my opinion. I'm not speaking on behalf of the U.S. Army or any part of the U.S. government. This is me, and it's my privilege to be here to share this moment.
Without trying to drive you into politics, of course, that's not our job. We won't do that to you at all. Just your overview of how things played out in the last election.
Ooh, it was a tough one. I was privileged to be there all the while till a couple of weeks ago when I had to come celebrate my father's remembrance. And you see the momentum of the people, you see the early voting, you see the way people lined up to express their civil duty. It's a big deal, because America is where America is, and every 4 years people get the chance to choose who they want to be in the office. And I think the people have spoken, and they spoke loudly.
Very loud, I must say.
I love the entire, I love both candidates, because as a service member, it is my job to protect the Constitution of the United States of America. So whoever is in the office is my commander-in-chief. So whoever they would have chosen would have been, my pleasure to work for them. So, but looking at different candidates, to different words, to different rhetorics, to different ideologies, is really challenging and inspiring as well, to see people turn out in numbers to say, I support this person for what they believe. I support this person for what they believe. It's really so it gives you a chance to be whoever you want to be, to do whatever you want to do, because there will always be somebody right beside you, loving you, supporting you, and encouraging you to go forward.
And those shades of rhetoric just pretty much shows the beauty of democracy. But as long as democracy retains its sanity. Our condolences on the remembrance of your father, by the way. But I'm curious, why is there an attraction for immigrants to enlist in the U.S. Army?
When you think about it, just talking to you now, I love how you're quick to say he's a U.S. citizen. He's an American service member. That's the pride. So when you come back home,
that's you, right? That's you.
when you come back home, it feels like you're not treated as a king. You're treated as somebody that's like you have gone to another land and you haven't conquered, but you have achieved. So there's so much. That's so much,
you on the front line.
yeah, that's me. And there's so much joy to experience service in the U.S. military, whatever branch you choose to be. You know, I decided the Army because I feel like it's leaning more to my personal values. But whatever you want to do, and believe me, you would achieve whatever you want to achieve in America. And then going back to your question, you know, it just gives us that sense of pride that the America I've heard of, the America I saw on TV, I am right there, side by side with another man serving the land. And if you look at the history of America, the service members gave America freedom. They fought for the freedom. And now I'm part of that story. I'm part of the history to creating a better future for those coming behind us. And that's the beauty of service.
We're going to get into your music.
Sorry, Jeffrey, beyond that sense of pride, is it the peak also, is it to become a U.S. citizen?
When you look at it, you know, whether you become a service member or not, you're still going to be a citizen. If you spend the time, if you do right, if you follow the law, you're going to be a citizen. So being a citizen is just the tip of the iceberg, you know, being in the U.S. Army. But, you know, there's that when the camaraderie when you're there. Your perspective changes because now you see a white man and a black man sitting, eating. We're laying on the ground. We're fighting for freedom. We're fighting for peace. And we know that no matter what, if we don't do this, my people would not be free. So that sense of pride keeps you going, keeps you strong.
So let's move from the gun wielding, the gun carrying son of Uche. Let's move from Malachi Uche. This is Malachi Uche.
Right.
So let's transit to son of Uche.
Right.
You get a point.
That too.
What happened? Walk us through that as well.
Let me hear you say, oh yeah. That's just how I do it. You know, like I just go on stage and be like, ladies and gentlemen, what up, put up. You already know it's your boy, son of Uche. Let me hear you say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So my brother is like a big factor in my musical career. And he's a vocal coach, he's an artist, he's a performer, he's a writer, and he's all that good stuff. And I was back home in Alaska, cold, and I started looking for what to do. I started looking for how to make myself useful. Because, yes, you're a service member and you are 24 hours a service member. So if I'm called right now, I have to leave, right? But after that, you want to have a life. And when you're doing your job, right, you're doing your job. So you go 9 to 5 or whatever time you have to do your job, you do that. And then after that, you come to your family, you come to your kids, and then you look at yourself. What am I doing with myself? So when I'm not wearing that uniform, who am I? Am I just that uniform or am something more? So in search of something more, I find myself being, I used to be in the choir. I used to be in the children's choir. I used to be an altar server. I could go to church. I could do this. I could do that. I can recreate myself apart from my job. And that's what I try to do. And that's what motivated me to sing in. And the fact that I also would always want to fuse African story with the American story really also I want to use the word gingered me to be like, okay, we can do this. There's nobody here doing what I'm doing because, like I said, I was in Alaska at that time. So I was like, I can start doing this. I can start doing that. And then boom, here we are 3 years later.
Maybe we'll get to listen to your music. Right. I know you've done anthem, you've done Christmas songs, you've done all sorts of stuff. It's interesting to see a serviceman doing this, you know, and a quite amazing one. So let's get to hear some maybe a piece of your work,
nice.
And then we'll come back. By the way, his brother is also here. At some point, we're going to bring in his brother to join him, and they're going to perform for us right here on the program.
I'm excited.
Just stay with us.
I'm excited. is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Hello, Akoko, hello, Akoko, keresi mesi, hello, Akoko, hello, Akoko, lubalade. Long lay the world in sin and terror pining till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. Watch your arrow, imole, one kilo deo, a thrill of hope. The weary world rejoices, beyond the breaks our new glorious morn. Olumalawa, come on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine.
So yes, that is Son of Uche, right there. Well, he's not now being joined by his brother. I'm almost confused as to who is who. Colonel Oga joins us. Colonel, by the way, you were on The Voice.
Right, yeah.
20 what? 20 what?
2016.
You infected you didn't allow your brother to concentrate on singing, on being in the army.
Being allowed to concentrate on being in the army.
Focusing on saving lives.
To sing. Oh, but this is beautiful.
It's in the
This is
blood.
amazing.
You're already making us feel the Yuletide. It's too early now. I haven't made it.
No, Jeffrey's not too early.
All right.
We're getting there.
We're still trying to gather money for the Yuletide.
I'm telling you. We're getting there.
Tell us about this, Cornelius. You produced this.
Right, yes.
Was this in America or in Nigeria?
No, funny enough, it was done here. Just like he said while he was talking that he was just thinking of what to do, and he just called me up one day and said, "Bros, there's this thing that I have in my head that I want a fusion of Oh Holy Night with Elu Agogo." And immediately he said that. I just said, okay, now we're going to do something special about what you just said. My spirit just resonated with it, and I just called my producer. We just sat down. I just started playing the keyboard, and before I started doing the background vocals and everything. Before you knew what was happening, sent it to him. He now voiced his own part. Came back, mixed and mastered, and boom. That's
I think we've talked a lot. Let's just have a feel of your voice. We know that him is a serviceman. He's big on singing national anthems. He has been telling me, I want to sing the Nigerian anthem. I want to sing the US anthem as well. Maybe we won't get to that point. We'll see how it plays out. We'll stand and all of that. But let's have a feel of your voice. No, we know your voice already. Son of Uche.
No, we'll hear the harmony.
Harmony. Let's hear it goes. Because people are watching. And
you want us to do this song just so we just do something, or you just want us to do
anything you want to do, not the anthem. We're going to get to that in a few moments.
Okay, what do you think? So God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. Yeah. A peaceful place that we can call our own. God bless Nigeria. African giant, my fatherland. God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria. God bless Nigeria.
Oh boy, that is so.
Jeffrey, I know that we have a torrent of questions, but let's go to that anthem.
Okay, so that there will be peace in the house. Okay, so he had told us that he's a serviceman, and they are big on things like this. So Nigeria has when he told me he wanted to sing, I wanted to say, which of the anthems are you singing, please? I want to be sure you know the latest update. They said Nigeria will hail thee. So Maybe we're going to rise and sing our national anthem. Oh, I love this.
Oh, what we could do is I would do the American national anthem first.
Okay.
And then we both would do the Nigerian anthem.
Okay.
So we can sit since it's
No,
American anthem.
exactly.
We're not US citizens.
We're not US citizens.
So we can sit. Yes.
Wow!
Go ahead.
Wow! I feel discriminated against.
No.
That is fine. It's fine.
I'm happy.
Our apologies.
Apologies.
It's okay.
So you go ahead. You go ahead.
I'll just wait for the. It's supposed to cue me in.
Oh,
Are they ready?
okay. Maybe I don't know whether you can get it, but.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the rampart we watched was so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bones bursting in air, gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, shade us that star-spangled banner yet wave. Oh, the land of the free, and the home, oh, the home of the
Beautiful. Now it's time to sing our own. I was waiting. It's time to sing our own. Okay.
Yes.
Of Nigeria. We're not going to let you get to the airport.
Today. We don't go.
It's now our turn.
Okay.
You better sing it well.
Yes.
Because
You were so at home when
yes, our producer, everybody's watching. So we're going to put our hands on that. This is how we do it.
All right.
So it's up to you guys now. We're not singing, we're just listening to you guys.
We would just wait for the cue as well. We would wait for the cue. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Flesh shall be a symbol that peace and justice reign, in peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain, to end unto our children our banner without stain. God of all creation. Grant this our one request.
Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed.
And so with peace and plenty, Nigeria may be blessed. Good job.
Amazing.
Amazing. No, stand. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Serviceman.
Malachi
Uche.
and
And just before we go, I want to thank you. Thank you so much, guys. We have a little a gentleman sent in a picture of when our late Chief of Army Staff, he passed on.
was his platoon commander.
So
when he was at the NYSC camp many years back. Beautiful.
So that's him.
That's
the gentleman, and he had some very remarkable words to say about the Chief of Army Staff. How the man was friendly, how the man was disciplined, and all of that. So that's our Chief of Army Staff when he was the commander of the NYSC camp. May his soul rest in peace.
Amen.
All right, guys. Thank you so much, Colonel Oga.
Yes.
And of course, son of Uche.
You already know.
You had to represent Nigeria.
Always.
I'm happy you sang the Nigerian national to remind yourself that wherever you are, home is the best. Thank you, gentlemen.
And you get a free pass at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport when I'm turning to the US.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. And of course, your usual company is doing an exciting one. I'm Jeffrey Uzama. Don't forget, Sunrise Daily is up on the top of the hour.
And we're back with the home stretch tomorrow. So join us again. I am Bukola Koka. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.